Hello everyone, and welcome back to Violet Memoir. We are here with the Oscar going, I don't know, is he dropping us off? Is he coming to our apartment? Dorm room? I don't terminology, you know this. I don't know what's happening. Is this man gonna become our stalker? Knowing where we live now? It's curious, you know. The two of us walk into the lobby, oblivious to the world around us as Oscar jumps from topic to topic, talking about anything and everything that comes to mind. At least he stopped squishing me against him after the first 10 minutes. It's hard to imagine Oscar as anything but this happy-go-lucky guy, but that image of him staring into the distance hasn't left my mind. It's like that forlorn stare has etched itself onto the side of my brain. Then something wraps around my tail, dragging me out of my thoughts by force. I look down only to see that Oscar has twisted his much larger and stronger tail around it, as resembling a double helix of white and brown.
Looks like that got your attention.
Huh?
You were staring off into space. We've been standing in the lobby for 3 minutes. Though you thought your room might be more comfy than this.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I just had a lot to think about today. That causes a shift in Oscar's demeanor, and I'm worried he might get annoyed and bring it up before, but he only comes closer, wrapping an arm around my shoulder as he brings his other hand to my chin, lifting my head up until our eyes meet.
Yeah, you went through a pretty crappy day. I can stay here with you longer if you want. I really don't mind.
He flashes me one of his signature grins, true and honest, unlike the one I've never had, one before. I've never had a friend like this, someone so willing to help and be close to me. It's tempting to give into this offer, but it's fine. I'm just tired. I bet you'd get bored waiting as I slowly pass out.
It's really not a hassle. No one is waiting for me to get home or anything. I just live in a frat, yes,
Not flat. You know, L's and R's, they're hard, you know.
My roommates would be glad that he can bring home a chick tonight.
Nah, next time, I swear. Or maybe we can go back to your place. He raises an eyebrow at that, interest certainly piqued. I should have known he was going to take it as that, in that direction. Not that I particularly mind.
Damn, well, Wallace. I didn't know you were coming around that fast. I don't normally take people to the frat, but I'd make an exception just for you.
He gives a wink, and now I'm worried that I made a mistake. I hope I didn't lead him on, but am I actually leading him on? He is very attractive, fun to be around, and we do have a lot of chemistry. I'm getting way ahead of myself. We're not even looking for the same thing. I pull away from Oscar and walk up to the elevator, unable to ignore the lingering sensation of his fingers against my jaw.
Thinking a bit too much about it, huh?
My ears flush as I try to ignore Oscar's knowing grin and the way his tail is tightening around my own. He's way too good at reading people. Then, as if to signal the end of our time today, he unravels our tails.
If you do need to come to me to come, just let me know, okay? I'll rush over right away.
He's still wearing that handsome smile, but it's much more serious. He really means that, and he really does care for me. I'm sure of it. I can't imagine this is all some ploy just to get into my pants. I promise. You really don't have to, though. I can probably go down with Lucas if I need to. Apparently, he stayed up pretty late.
Well, at least invite me as well. We're pretty, we'll make it a party.
The elevator arrives with an obnoxious dinging sound. I consider letting it go, just talking to Oscar for a little bit longer, but he nudges me towards it.
Get up there. You're like me on Saturday morning. We'll meet up before next class. I know it. If Lily doesn't organize something, we'll hook up and do something fun. Sound good?
Okay, that sounds pretty good. Maybe we can actually go swimming this time. At the proposition of another attempt at swimming, Oscar bounces on his feet, like a child on his birthday. If the lobby wasn't so massive, I'm certain he'd end up smacking his head against the lights.
Hell yeah. I'll make sure it's a hell of a time. You'll get more than just seeing me shirtless next time, trust me. Now, get some rest. I'll catch you later.
See you later, too. I'll text you. As I enter the elevator, his smile is the last thing I see before the door closes, and I'm left heading up on my own, in silence, but not feeling alone. Unable to stop myself from smiling like a dopey kid. Entering my room after taking a shower, I feel the fatigue from the entire day rush through me. All the excitement made me forget just how exhausted I really am. Should I make some food? Ugh, honestly, I'd rather just get some rest and eat a bunch tomorrow. Without wasting any time, I made a beeline towards my bed, only sparing a moment to place my bag on the desk. Falling on the bed, I'm flooded with my own scent. It's comforting and causing my drowsiness to almost overtake me. But before I sleep, I should probably check my phone for any messages. Everyone's probably worried about me after what happened. Hovering it over my face, I can see I have a bunch of messages from 4 different people. I can't even think of a time when I've had this many people trying to contact me. The first one is from Mom, just telling me she hopes I'm having a good week, but she and Dad are always available if I need to talk. That I'm always welcome home whenever I need it. The benefits of still being in the same town, I suppose. It brings a warm feeling to my chest, and a bit of guilt for not calling them as much as I think but I think they understand that I need some time. As a compromise, I send them a text knowing them that, letting them know that I love and miss them. That is what that says. Come on, Josh. Hopefully that's enough for now. And the next message is from Lucas.
Hey, are you feeling okay? Feeling better? If you need to, you can come to my room if you're feeling shitty. My roommates wouldn't mind. He keeps annoying me to get you to come down.
The image of this mystery roommate pestering Lucas about me causes me to giggle. Looks like Lucas's roommate is a pretty good guy. They seem to get along, nevertheless. Yeah, it was pretty fun. We didn't end up swimming, though. Something came up and we weren't able to. Met up with one of Oscar's friends, though. He's interesting, but nice. I made sure to leave out a lot of details. He doesn't need to know about all this stuff that happened between Oscar and I, especially anything that fuels Lele's suspicion of him. Speaking of Lele, the next message is from him. Well, the next bunch of messages are from him.
Yo. You doing okay? He didn't do anything weird, right? Because I can kick his ass if I need to.
I can't help but shake my head. I'm not sure if I should be disappointed in Lele for being so suspicious of Oscar or disappointed in Oscar for provoking Lele's absolutely correct. Making sure to keep it as chaste as possible? I sent him a very familiar message to the one I sent Lucas. On to the last one. It's from Lily, and it looks like it's from only a couple of minutes ago. She must have finally finished everything and gotten home. Hey, I wanted to ask if you wanted to get together with everyone and get lunch tomorrow. I want to make sure you're doing okay, and I bet everyone is worried about you. Let me know if I'll sort it out. What? And I'll sort it out? Okay. Okay? It's not surprising that Lily is setting something up. She's always had something in mind for what we can all do together. It's just surprising how organized she is. It is really nice to have people always wanting to hang out together. I've never really hung out with friends since middle school. Sounds great. I'm going to get some rest. Just text me the time and place, and I'll be there tomorrow. I do have some classes tomorrow at 8 and 10, or something, so something after 12 should be good. Who gets classes that early? No. We were only ever taking late afternoon and night at classes. Like, come on. There's a part of me that wants to call her and talk. I feel like she'd know exactly what to say to put everything at ease. It's just a vibe she has. But I'm much too tired after everything today, on top of already not having much sleep. I just have to crash for the night. We're already going to chat tomorrow anyway. I toss my phone over my nightstand and shove my head into my pillow. My body must be even more exhausted than I thought, as the sleep overtakes me almost immediately. A cool breeze flows through my fur, sending a shiver down my spine. Autumn in Everwinter is rarely cold during this time of day. It's usually only during night or when it rains that the temperature dips. It must be the beach air. Walking down Jackson Street, which trails alongside the beach, the ocean air nips through my loose shirt and leaves the salty scent of the air flowing around me. How long has it been since I visited the beach? 5 years? I never thought I'd ever come this close to it ever again. Looking through the gaps between stores, I can see the ocean between them, sparkling as if covered in glitter. The lack of gusting winds leaves the water, still making it look like something out of a painting. The twinkling blue reminds me of Oscar's eyes, which in turn reminded me of the giant smile he always had spread across his face. It's enough to bring one of my own. He isn't even around, and he still knows how to cheer me up. After another block, I spot the building I've been searching for. It's a moderately long single-floor building, modeled after a shack. The sign above it looks intentionally run down, spelling out the name, Snapping Jaws. It's a restaurant and bar, only a short walk away from the beach. It's not shocking to see most of the tables occupied by people, leaving only the ones outside vacant. It's surprisingly nerve-wracking to walk into a restaurant alone. Almost shameful that I arrive without any company. I know it's a silly thought, but it still causes a prickling sensation at the back of my neck, causing the entire thing to itch. I've never actually been to a restaurant by myself before. Is it like that? Usually I just think of restaurants are a hassle. So like if I'm out by myself, I usually just get like a to-go thing, you know? I'm just like, why would I want to just sit there and be served if I'm like, I don't know. I think of it more as just like huge hassle. It is what it is though. After taking a couple of seconds to strengthen my fortitude, I finally pushed forward through the open door, and I'm greeted by the instantly recognizable smell of fish. I can't imagine what this must be like for someone with a sensitive nose like Lucas. When Lily asked me to meet somewhere near the ocean for lunch, and Oscar suggested this place, I should have maybe taken the hint that it would primarily be seafood. It doesn't take me long to find the table where our group is sitting. The otter sits tall like a beacon despite the table being on the opposite side of the room, next to two open doors leading to the dock-like balcony. Walking closer, I'm able to see only two people are sitting down so far, Lily and Oscar. The shared giggling between them are light and fun. For a moment, I think they don't notice me heading towards them, but a glance out of the corner of Oscar's eye and a flick of Lily's golden ears tell me otherwise. The two of them are on opposite sides of the booth. Between them is a long wooden table resembling a surfboard. I'm about to ask where I should sit, but Oscar beats me to the punch.
Let me get up and you can sit there. Then we'll figure out where I'll sit. That okay, man?
Yeah, I mean, that seems fine to me. I think we should wait till everyone gets here, then we can figure out where everyone will go. That way we can fit everyone pretty well, but we'll sort it out when everyone arrives. Okay. It's overwhelming. I hadn't even said a word before I got bombarded by the two of them. It didn't even seem planned. The two of them are just moving at a pace I can't quite keep up with, feeding off each other's energy. Oscar slips out of the booth and stands up straight, his muscles flexing as he stretches. I try not to stare, but it's hard when he's standing right next to me. In a vain attempt to keep my dignity, I focus on Lily, who looks like she's holding back a giggle as she watches me. Is she still wearing that yellow cardigan? Its soft color complements her light beige fur. My nose might not be as strong as other species, but the floral perfume she's wearing is pleasantly gentle. Her eyes are a little dark, as if she had been up all night or crying, but that doesn't stop positive energy beaming from her. Oscar finally finishes stretching, allowing me to look back towards him. He's staring right at me with a disappointed pout. Even if it's fake, it still makes me feel a little sad but that quickly disappears as his grin returns. He gestures towards the side of the booth with both arms. It looks goofy with how casual he's dressed. It's the same tank top and shorts from before. Oh, such a gentleman. Lily giggles before giving in an overly dramatic swoon, causing my eyes to roll, but a smile to grow despite my best efforts. I just don't understand that statement. Oh well. It's hard to not feel happy about these two. They really know how to boost the atmosphere around them. Sliding into the booth, I sit across from Lily, and it's strange to sit with someone around my height, considering just how much taller than me Lele and Oscar are. Marcus was always a lot taller than me, too. I bet even now I wouldn't be close. I'm doomed to never grow, stuck at the height I was in middle school.
Did you get better sleep this time, dude? No nightmares?
Not tonight. I passed out as soon as I got home. I'm feeling a lot better today. My stomach grumbles, and I can feel my ears flushing as Lily looks away, holding back her laughter. The one saving grace for my pride is that Oscar looks oblivious. His ears aren't as sensitive as the canines. Oscar looks to be doing a lot better today, too, almost as if yesterday didn't happen at all. His good mood seems genuine, but I wonder if he's putting on an act to make me feel better. I'm just a little bit hungry. I didn't eat last night, and I only had some toast before. I did not read all that line, did I? Yeah. Before going to my lit class.
You came to the right place then. I found it in my freshman year, and I've been coming back ever since. The fish here is the best, trust me. I've gone through most of the menu, but their snapper rocks.
I've never really eaten much seafood. The smell always scares me off, even if they look delicious. Surimi? Surimi? In grocery stores. Surimi? I don't know. In grocery stores is especially tempting, but I never got the courage to try any of it. I wouldn't even know how to cook it. Maybe I could ask Oscar to cook it for me sometime, if I ever go to his frat. He probably cooks for himself, right? Ozzy, do you think I can talk to Wallace alone for a bit? I just want us to have a bit of privacy. Oscar doesn't appear at all surprised with Lily's suggestion, and it makes me wonder if they chatted about this before I arrived. I wouldn't put it past her to plan this. He glances towards me with a smile and his smile widens. His eyes shimmer as he stares down into my own before giving me a wink. Now that I know he's actually flirting with me, it's actually pretty flattering, and I can feel my ears burning, forcing me to quickly look away from Lily, away towards Lily. She's giggling into her hand, and I suddenly have an immense urge to know, what they talked about.
I'll chill at one of the seats at the bar, where I'll definitely be out of reach and totally unable to hear you.
Lily gives me a glare that reminds me, I'm gonna sneeze. No? It do be that way sometimes, guys. It do be that way. Lily gives me a glare that reminds me of that time when my mother caught me skipping class that one time. I never even thought of doing it again after that. Just the memory of that sends a shiver down my spine.
Okay, I'll go to the far end of the bar. Don't stress, man.
Great. I'll send you a text when we're done. This feels a bit intimidating. That causes Lily to laugh and Oscar's expression to turn into a mysterious grin before walking off, neither of which does anything to help me. Make me feel less worried about what's going to happen. Don't worry, I just want to make sure that you're all right and hear about what I missed yesterday. I'm doing a lot better now. Oscar really cheered me up, even if things didn't exactly go as planned. We actually didn't get to even swim, but I still had a good time. I feel almost like I'm talking to my mother, trying to avoid saying the wrong thing and getting scolded. It seems silly, but the way Lily is leaning her chin in her palm of her left hand gave me a wave of nostalgia. I can almost smell the lavender in our backyard if the scent of fish wasn't so overwhelming. She almost gives me a gentle smile, but something prods me any further. But I can tell she wants to ask me what we did. It's a massive strain to hold back a blush from showing in my ears. All right, I'll end the part here, everyone. So I'll see you guys around.